belongs. Dancing by the lakeside, gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I have Isabella with me. We are actually going to do some errands, but I'm doing meal planning today, so I wanted to pick up the camera because I'm going to talk about it a little bit with you, just because I've changed things up again. I'm no longer doing monthly, so I just want to talk about that because it's swapped to monthly for a little bit just to help me save time, and it absolutely saves a ton of time as far as grocery shopping goes is what I'm talking about. So I have been doing that for quite some time, but I'm changed back, and I just want to tell you guys my thought behind it, why I'm doing it, all of that. I always revert back to fortnightly. Monthly was just to help me at the time because I just had so much going on, but as far as saving money, fortnightly works better, obviously. So I'm going to talk about that later, but right now, Isabella and I are going to Stuffland. Yes, we're going to go to the shopping centre and get something that she wants to buy. Look, they kind of think they can see your eyes because it's all the reflection. She's got her blue light glasses on, but they're so nice. She wears them. I can just see the reflection of the camera in them. That's funny. Yeah, but we're going to go to the shops, and then I'm going to come back and just run through a few things with you guys.
I look, I have no eyeballs.
Yeah, I know. It's the reflection. It's crazy. It's very warm today. So I've got this dress on. Oh, can you see it? It's hard to see. Yeah, it is. I got this from Kmart. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because the design up the top is a bit, it looks nice on the hanger, but it can be a bit awkward actually on you. And I'm like, oh, I'm feeling it. But I feel like I would like the one that's in black actually, maybe, of it. The design's nice. It's very nice and cool. It's like a linen, and it's just really flowy, so it's very nice. I think it was like $25. It wasn't very much. So we're in summery sort of clothes today because it is actually warm, and tomorrow's going to be even warmer, which I'm so excited about. But then after that we drop down to like oh, got hair in my mouth. Ew. We dropped down to about, I don't know, like 12 degrees or something again, so it's going to be horrible. I know, look at the garage. I've got to clean up here, but guys, I've done another video. Oh yes, that's, how cute is that? Yeah, that's you and Joseph. I'm going to do something with these. I'm hoping the photo's not damaged. It's been in the garage.
Why does it smell like a swimming pool?
I don't know why it smells like a swimming pool, but yeah, that's Joseph and Isabella. I took that photo. Yeah, but look guys, I did this over about 3 days, and I have filmed, but it will be a members only video coming up. But how much room is in the garage now? How good is this? What's wrong? The one of you. I know, they're all my photos.
I've still got that bow.
Of you, and then I've got one of Joseph when he was, obviously I did it of Joseph first, and then when I had Isabella I did a whole thing. But I need to, they're going yellow, like the stuff and that. And look at this one. That's just Joseph.
Yeah,
Johnny and I.
I wasn't born.
No, you weren't born, but I took all these photos myself, guys, because I used to do photography. I love them.
I wasn't in her tummy. I wasn't in her tummy, I was flying.
Yeah. Actually, you were in my tummy. For those photos, yeah.
Okay, I've still got this bow.
Do you?
Yeah, I've still got it.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
I've also got the blue one, the black one.
That's what you had on. Look at you, cutie pies. So cute.
Josie.
Isabella and I stopped for a little treat. Usually on a Sunday we'll have a bit of a mummy-daughter day and we'll get Happy Meals.
Today is Saturday.
Today's Saturday, so Saturday we're getting KFC. No, because tomorrow I have to actually do my grocery shopping tomorrow, so I am taking her out today, and we've stopped for our KFC. I'm just going to try to cool this down. If it's really loud, it's just we've got the air conditioner on because it's too hot.
Tiny.
No, I'm a tiny popcorn chicken. We've got popcorn chicken go buckets for $4.95 each. It's our little treat, isn't it? Ooh. Let me try.
I've got a mini one.
Mmm. They're good today, nice and fresh.
I like the popcorn chicken go buckets. To me, they taste spicy, so they're good.
Yeah, they do have a bit of a, it's not hot, but it's definitely different to the nuggets, isn't it?
Tiny. Look at that.
I like that they're crunchy.
It's so tiny.
Is it good? I want to show you guys, see these toothbrushes? Isabella got one for Easter this year. They're $25 and they are so good. Like the heads of them last so long. You can buy a new pack of them there. I think there's, yeah, 2 in a pack. They're $15, but honestly this box comes with 2 and we haven't even had to change the one she's got on there. But they're an electric toothbrush, but they just vibrate, but they're very good. So if you're looking for like for Christmas, I would highly recommend these.
You guys can mix and match.
You can mix and match the coloured tops and stuff if you had to replace them, but I just want to show you guys. Here's my dress that I'm wearing today, but I've got it in black, so I'm going to get it because it's only $25 and I really like it. And let's see your bubble that you already got.
Here's my bubble.
Oh, we've already been to Priceline and she's got her bubble.
I got this one. You know why?
Why?
Because I have sensitive and irritated skin.
So what's it come with? So it's the bag, and then it comes with the moisturiser, which does the little cloud thing, and a lip balm. So she's got a little toiletry bag, which is good. How much was that though? $39. They're out for Christmas at the moment. It's a very expensive bubble.
It was cute.
It is very cute.
But also,
look what I found, just sitting here randomly on the shelf, is the Doona cover that Isabella's got in the single. At the time when we bought it, they hadn't made it in a double, but they're making it a double. So I'm actually going to get it for her for the bottom bunk, which I'm so excited about. $18 for that.
Oh, by the way, guys.
And you're going to get the slime.
I've got a purple one of this.
Yeah?
It's good. Okay.
It's good. It's only, look, $6.
$6
and then you mixed your own beads in it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but I want this one to stay clear, okay?
Oh, you're going to keep that like that one?
I've got hardly any beads left. Just tell you.
We probably need the clay things for it, I think, because the beads aren't great. They keep falling out. But yeah, you've got different.
Yeah.
They smell really good. She's got the purple one at home already. We're back from Kmart. I got these. I know it looks like Christmas in the background, but it's just, I had to start wrapping a couple of presents that were for the kids from us because I just didn't have anywhere to put them. I'd picked them up from like lay-bys and stuff. So I've wrapped them so they can't see them. So they have, of course, been in here and seen them, especially Isabella. But I've put them in boxes so they don't know actually what it is. They can't, she's trying to guess, but there's no way she's going to guess because it's not even the size that it would be. But yeah, so that's why I have Christmas presents there. I actually have some other ones down lower that I've got that I've started wrapping for other people as well that we're doing gifts for. So I have got ahead of Christmas at the moment, which is fantastic. And my tree is still there from last year. It's got a bit more tinsel on it there just because I threw it on there from the garage when I did the garage clean out. Because I did actually go through my Christmas stuff and did a little bit of a clean out. Not the tree decorations as such because I need to, they're wrapped up because some of them are like glass or kind of like glass. So I didn't want to unwrap them in the garage. I thought I'll just do it as I'm decorating the tree and that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to show you these. Oh, that looks a bit weird, this bit. Is that glue? I'll cut that off maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I got these from Kmart. They were $5 and they got like 2 in them. But they're, what are they called? Picks? Tree picks? How cool are they? I'm doing red, white, blue, silver and gold for my theme this year, as you can tell by the wrapping paper. So I thought these would go nice. I really like red and white for Christmas. To me, it's always, I just feel like it's Christmas all the time. So maybe it's because it's Santa, I don't know. So when I saw these, I really loved them. But you get 2 in a pack. I actually got 2 of them, yeah, for $5. So $10 for all of these for 4 of them, which I think is a really great price. Anyway, let's get on to meal planning stuff. I'm not really going to go through my meal planning with you or anything, but I just, as I'm setting up my papers and stuff that I do, I thought I'll just talk about my change and what's happening, because I know a lot of you follow me and have done so for years. Nearly at the start of this channel is when I started doing the meal planning stuff, because I was pregnant with Isabella when I did it. And it's really important for me to set myself up and do my whole process. As long as it may seem to some people when I've done it in the past, it's not. Once you start it, it's quick and you set yourself up the first couple of weeks and then it's so much easier to do the rest of the time. But it's literally saved me thousands of dollars, like at least $5,000 a year in that first year when I started doing it, compared to what I was spending when it was only Johnny, Joseph and I, 3 of us. And Joseph was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old. So it saved us a lot of money when I did this. And it's not just like a lot of people, if I say, are you meal planning? Because they're spending money on groceries, they can't afford them and stuff. I say, are you meal planning? Yes, I'm writing down each dinner for each night. You got to do more than that. It's more involved for sure if you want to save thousands of dollars. And I will have I've got a free masterclass that will be coming up when the website launches and stuff again, which will probably be, I'm looking to do that probably by the end of the year, into January, to start off the new year for everyone. I think it's a really good time. There'll be school holidays, so maybe it will be a good time, maybe it won't be for people, I don't know, but definitely for me it's sort of something like, I'm like, right, this year I want to do this and that, so I thought it would be a good time. So I'm in the middle of filming that and everything, and then it'll be available for everyone to just, yeah, if they want to click on it and watch it and do all of that, you can. And it does not involve printables, okay, which is probably something new to everyone that watches me, because I've always had these printables that I design and use, and probably for the last 12 months I haven't used them. All I've used is a notebook, so I'm going to teach you guys how I do that. But it's much more simple, obviously, and I don't know, just less stressful and stuff. The reason I don't use the printables anymore was just simply because my printer broke, and then I didn't want to go to Officeworks and print them. I couldn't be bothered, I forget. So I started using the notebook, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't need the printables, I can do the process in here. The printables are great if you want to be, like, to help you be, I guess, more organized and stuff, and definitely when I started out it was that, but now that I've got a process with the notebook, it's definitely good. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys, definitely coming up in the next few months, which will be so good. So what I've been doing of recent, I've swapped and changed and stuff through the year. I've tried a few different things here on the channel as well, just to share things like how much the average spend was here in Australia for families, and I kind of did that to see what we got and stuff, and it was too much money, honestly, for me. So but I did it anyway to show that. So we've done big shots, we've done smaller shots, we've done lots of different things, and I've also done, I went to grocery shopping monthly in the last few months, because especially when Joseph went into hospital and stuff, it was just chaotic and stuff. It helped, you know what I mean? It was a time-saving thing for that. But you are not going to save as much money as what you will as if you do fortnightly. And I wouldn't even recommend weekly, because weekly, if you're doing like main shops each week, you definitely spend more money, because there's no opportunity for, I don't know, like bulk things and stuff like that. Like, it's just, yeah, if you want to keep money down, like, fortnightly is definitely the best way to do it. So over the last nearly 10 years, I would say, of me doing this meal planning process that I do, I have always come back to my processes. Sometimes you fall off the bandwagon for whatever reason. You know, I work out of the house a lot now and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't got it. And I'm like, no, I can't be bothered. And then I'm like, no, do it, because I go for a few weeks and not doing it properly. And then when I jump back in, I'm saving money, I'm not overspending again. So it's a really easy process for me to sort of jump back into. So I like to you know, come back to my roots of meal planning and the way I do it to help save. So I'm in the process of going back to fortnightly again. I've already done a fortnight, I'm into my second fortnight. So that grocery shop from last fortnight, you'll see coming up in the next 2 days. So keep an eye on the channel so you can see what I got for that fortnightly shop. I'm in the middle of meal planning again for the next two weeks, so you'll see that in about a week's time, that shop. So and then I do a top-up shop in the second week, of course, which I'll talk about more, you know, during those and stuff. I won't bore you with it, but I just found, I know it saves me more time actually doing the monthly, but with the top-up shops and stuff, you'd end up spending more money, you do. And then also trying to catch sales and save money there and stuff is difficult. Points, because I do the points collecting for free rewards points, like for free flights and stuff like that, or if you were collecting them and actually getting, you know, hundreds of dollars per year off your groceries doing it that way, then monthly is not great for that. So it's not great for saving money, but it's great for saving time doing it monthly. So I guess you've got to weigh up what's what for you. But for me personally, I definitely like saving the money. Saving time for a fortnight, you'll still save a lot of time as opposed to doing weekly and stuff. And the way I do the meal planning too, I am meal planning for generally a month ahead generally. What I did last fortnight though was I just did the fortnight just to get me back into the mode of the grocery shopping and sort of seeing where we were at. The kids just went back to school and stuff because of school holidays and things. So I really am now going right back to it, Christy. Let's get back to doing monthly. So I meal plan monthly as a rough, flexible meal plan, but for the most part I stick to it, and it just, yeah, it just works. So really then all I have to worry about, not so much the meal planning side of things, but it's really about just the grocery shops. And there's ways of cutting down time with doing that fortnightly, of course. So ordering online and just picking it up that way if you can. I can't this fortnight, unfortunately, for the next shop I'm doing, because I'm getting gift cards which are worth 10 times the points, but they're FPOS gift cards, so I have to actually go in. I am debating though whether I might, I don't know, they're Wish gift cards, so they're really just for, oh no they're not, they're FPOS ones. They're FPOS gift cards, so they would be good obviously doing shopping anywhere, but I have to go into the store, so I have to be very organized so I can just get in, do the shopping and get out. Whereas if obviously I was doing it online, it's a little bit easier. I can do that while I'm watching something at night, you know, multitasking, you know what I mean? Whereas if I'm walking into the store, it's taking another couple of hours because I go to Woolworths, Coles and Aldi, you know. I do all three. Now you can order online for all three, which is amazing. So if you want to order with Aldi online, you can do it through DoorDash. You will pay slightly higher prices, but for the convenience, it's there and it will get delivered to your doorstep. So I do have a video on that too. I'll try to remember to link that below, where I kind of tested it and thought, is it worth it or is it not worth it? Was it a mistake? And in the end, it was great. Honestly, if you're gonna spend a bit more, but if you want to save time and you need to do it, then you're at work and you just want to do your grocery shopping through the day while you're at work, if you're allowed to do that, depending on your job. You know, it can be home, sitting on your doorstep when you get home. So it's good, you know, you can do that. But with the FPOS cards, I obviously can't pay online with them, which is very annoying. Whereas if I get the Wish gift cards through Qantas, I get, what is it, 3 times the points, which is really 6 times the points if it's like if you were doing it through Woolworths, you know what I mean? It's just halved when it gets to Qantas. But I can only shop at Woolworths, Big W, places like that. I can't shop at Coles, I can't shop at Aldi. So I'll have to decide what I'm doing. You know, I might just give up a bit of time this week because I want the points so badly for our trip next year for America. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I have decided to be doing that. Johnny is back here now. He was away a bit for work and that's kind of stopped, and he's back to where his normal workplace is, so he's not doing that. The thing that I have to think about, let me see how many weeks we've got going. My stockpile is going okay, like snack wise, that type of thing. And I was really building that up for obviously emergencies if we need them, like when obviously Joseph went to hospital. That was a really good thing that happened, saved me a ton of money and a ton of stress because I had that. But otherwise I generally build it up for summer holidays, just so, you know, the kids are home more. If we have people over and stuff, then I'm not spending extra money like at that point, you know what I mean? So I have it here. So it's the one I've got right now going, the stockpile, because we did use a lot of it when I was in the hospital. When Joseph was in the hospital, but I was with him. I don't have a lot of it to go into summer holidays, so it's not going to cover the whole summer holidays or anything, but it'll still help, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, thinking about that, school holidays for us is coming up. So we've got this week coming up for school, so 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, that can't be right. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and technically a half. 5.5 weeks of school left for my kids. That's insane. They actually finish on the 10th of December, my kids, because they go to a private school, so private schools generally have different dates and, you know, finish early and stuff. So my kids get a really long summer holidays, which is great for us as a family. Like, it really is. Like, I love it. Because otherwise a lot of the other schools, well, certainly in the last few years, would finish off really close to Christmas Day, which is good for the parents with what they're doing, especially if you're working, obviously. Otherwise, what else do you do with your kids? But it's like kind of like you go into school right up to that point and then bam, Christmas is there and then that's over. Like, I like having a few weeks before Christmas and then we can just do some fun things together as a family, and we do have plans. So keep an eye on the channel for that. I'm very excited. So what did I say, 5.5 weeks? So I really need to think about this, because when summer holidays start, sometimes my meal planning is a little bit different, because if we're doing things, you know, we might not be home and all that, so I have to take all that into account. Obviously I spend a little bit more money if we're not home and we're, say, away on holiday, or we're going somewhere for the day, and then we might buy dinner and or lunches and stuff like that, so I have to take that into account. So Yeah, I'm just trying to be really good with my budget. So what am I going to plan for then? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to take me up to around the end of November is this meal plan that I'm about to do today. I'll still be shopping fortnightly, but I'll definitely be meal planning for the month. And then, yeah, we don't have long. I've got to think about Christmas and stuff as well. So, oh well, exciting times. I love this time of the year. Obviously, Christmas all around me all year in my office because I've got the Christmas tree up all year. But yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, and budget. The other thing is for budget. So I redid, let me have a sip of my coffee. I redid our budget because we've been all over the place, obviously, because I was doing different things here for the channel over the last, you know, 6 months roughly. So I'm like, no, I just want to pull it right back. I want to put money aside, not overspend, that's all. It's not that we're not going to have food that we need or anything like that. Of course we have plenty, and I always budget according to what we need. Especially we never, it's the one thing I don't want to go without, you know, a roof over our head and food. So I don't do that, but I was overspending, of course, because I was doing a lot of things here for the channel, and we were just trying different things, especially when I did the average spend per family, how much it was in Australia last year, and I did that this year to sort of see. It was too much, honestly. We just didn't need it, you know what I mean? So I've pulled right back to a reasonable budget for us and for our groceries. And this is, well, it has been including toiletries at the same time, but I would say this will just be food and drink budget, okay? Toiletries I'm going to have a separate budget for because I don't buy it all the time. Like, I just have a smaller budget per month sort of thing with that. But for food and drink, it's well, it works out $50 per person per week. So that is over a fortnight, $400 because there's 4 of us. So $200 in the first week, $200 in the second week, but I don't do it that way. I actually spend $300 for the main shop, roughly, and then about $100 for the top-up shop in the second week, which is a big top-up shop budget. I've not really been doing that. It sort of used to sit around $30 when I first started 10 years ago. Then it went up to $50, then it went up to I think $70, and now it's up to $100. And it's just the balance for it just works out better because the cost of things has just gotten up. Like fresh fruit and veggies is what I get up in my top-up shop. Like I get extra bread, milk, things that might have run out of unexpectedly, and what else? Oh, things that go on sale that I want to catch that sale, especially if it's half price. I'm stupid not to get that stuff if I need to, you know what I mean? Because I'll probably run out of it in the next couple of weeks anyway, so I may as well get it when it's half price. So that's kind of how I've structured it. So last fortnight's shop, definitely have a look at that shop. I will link it. Oh no, I won't link it below because it's coming up obviously after this video. But you'll get to sort of see. Just keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to be doing this as a normal thing again for me every fortnight. So definitely watch. It's just a way of reining in that budget, having a budget like that for me. Now, it doesn't also include Snuggles, our cat, because literally I probably spend about $50 a month on Snuggles when it comes to food. And even, we don't kind of change his bath, not bath crystals, what are they called? Kitty litter, crystals in his kitty litter. We don't change them often either because he's outside most of the time doing that. So we're not having to change it every week or anything like we used to. So yeah, really that's a separate budget. We do that, and I don't sort of suggest budgets to people when it comes to animals because everyone's got different animals, different size animals. You might have a small dog as opposed to someone else having a big dog. You might have 3 cats, you might have 1 cat. A fish, you might have a fish, which is not going to cost you much. So I don't sort of do that, but what I would suggest is if you're trying to cut down money, go with the $50 per person per week and see if you can work with that as a budget. If you're meal planning properly and doing the whole process that I do at least, you definitely can work within that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just, it's achievable. I know it sounds like not much to people, but if you're doing fortnightly, you're doing that, you can do it. You know what I mean? If it's not enough, you just add a bit extra on and then just work your way on cutting it back if you want to do that, or if you need to do that, definitely do that. But for us, it's just more of a, I know I can do it. So that's why the budget is that. So I'm really sort of cutting it down. So that's what I'm working with. So $300 for my main shop coming up tomorrow. And then $100 for the top-up shop. If I go over the budget slightly, which I did last fortnightly for like that main shop, I will then, if I've got $75 left out of the 400, then I'll just only have $75 for the top-up shop. So I still work within that sort of range as much as possible. The other thing, what was the other thing I was just thinking? The other thing that I sort of try to be really smart about is using my 10% off at Woolworths. I had signed up for the 10% off at Coles, but I don't think it's really worth it for me, because I'm doing most of my shopping at Woolworths, because that's where I'm needing to collect the most points. I am collecting velocity points at Coles, and what else is in that range? Kmart, I guess, would be in it. Although Bunnings, I don't go to Bunnings that often, but you know, all of that. The velocity points, again, for free flights, that's what I use them for. That's what I'm using for coming up into America. But I'm able to sort of collect them a little bit faster when there's sort of good big deals, and that's what I've done. I don't think I need my 10% off to do full shops there. So I was considering actually taking off the 10% sort of sign up that I did with them. I don't know. I need to think about it more, because honestly, I'm just getting the bulk of it mostly at Woolworths. And then Johnny's also a member, so when it comes to doing a 4-week period for the month, I will use it in one fortnight, mine, and then I'll use Johnny's discount in the second fortnight. So it works out really well for me. I don't get a discount off on the top-up shops, but on the main shops I do. So being that it's $7 a month, all I need to do is spend at least $70 and I've got my money back. Obviously, if I'm spending $300, I'm getting about $30 back. So that's covering it, plus I'm saving money as well. So if I have a $300 budget, then I'm probably aiming to spend about $330-ish roughly. And then that's going to come, you know, 10% off there. What is it? The $33 is going to come off and bring the cash out of hand under the $300 mark. So that's how I do it. So yeah, just got to be smart about that, really. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my budget. What else can I tell you about the meal plan? I think that's kind of an update as to where I'm at. I just really wanted to do an update so people knew with the grocery shops coming up, because otherwise you'd be like, I thought you were doing monthly, I thought you were doing this, that. This is where I'm at. I'm just going back to it, and that's the beauty of the way I do things. Like I said, I can always just pick up where I left off and go back to that process, and it's very easy for me to jump back into it and to start saving money again. And that is the goal, especially this time of the year, so I will be doing that. Weather for me plays a huge part as well. I'll just point that out, because I live in Victoria, so we have 4 seasons, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm in Queensland and it's mostly warm and I'm doing that type of foods. I have a specific range of, you know, meals that we like to have in cold weather, and a specific range of meals we like to have in hot weather, and we're going into warm weather, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm about to make another list now, of just a new list again, because I haven't done one for a long time, of just meals that we like to have in summertime. And it's really just an easy go-to for me when I am meal planning, to sort of look at and go, oh yeah, let's have that, or let's, you know, do this, what's easier on this night, all of that. I like to have my hot and cold meals, I call them, you know, for hot weather, cold weather, and have them and update them, because it's, of course, we end up trying new things and doing new stuff. So updating that list is really good, but it's also just so helpful. It just makes meal planning a lot faster when I've got it. So I'm updating that now, because I haven't done that for ages either. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at anyway, guys. I just wanted to tell you what was going on, and yeah, everyone's going well here. I know you guys have been asking about everyone, especially I took another little break again in the last couple of weeks. I did get sick, and then I just headaches and stuff. I don't know. I was just maybe didn't get enough sleep. I don't know. And then Joseph got sick again. He's fine. Don't worry about Joseph. But he got sick with another cold. So I kind of freaked out, and I was just like, I wasn't filming and doing all that. I was just doing Uber, what I need to do, and stuff at home, and that was it. So he's fine though. He's gotten better and stuff. He's still a bit like coughing and stuff, but it's not like it was last time. So I just, yeah, took a break. Plus I've also been working on relaunching the website, which I'm very excited about, like I said. So I'm working on a free masterclass for people to do with how I saved the $5,000 in that first year when I did the meal planning. So that's coming up, and then the whole website will be structured very differently to what it was before, because I'm just changing the business direction as such, you know, in a way. I used to have this part on it called the VIP section, and it was very hard for me to honestly have the time to do special blog posts and stuff like that. So that is gone. The VIP lounge and everything that was on there is just gone. People that were VIP members though, they have access to the printables and stuff in the shops when that comes back. Because I don't use the printables anymore, maybe I'll still have them there, I guess, if you guys want to continue using them. But I would recommend doing this other way, so we'll see. When the masterclass comes up and you guys do it, if you're a VIP member, the old VIP members, do it. If you change your mind, don't want to use the printables anymore, do this. You probably won't even need them. So I will gauge on whether people actually purchase it in the shop for free with their code, and whether they're still using them or not. Because if people aren't doing it, I'll just take them off the shop. I don't think it really needs to be there. But really the whole website now will be a hub for me concentrating more on my food stuff and that. I was going to have this whole what was it called, kitchen boot camp on there, which was really just me pulling videos off my YouTube channel and putting it on there. So I've decided not to do that. It's kind of doubling up. So it's really going to be a hub for a lot of recipes that I'll be doing, which is all my food flipping that I do, which again helps me with my meal planning. I haven't really talked about it much here on the channel because I haven't been doing cooking videos of recent, but it is something I do to save money and save time and stuff. So I'll be doing a little bit of that on there, but otherwise it's going to have this section called Mums Thrive Academy, which is where the free masterclasses are going to go in, plus any other courses and that I do on there as well. So it's going to be look a little bit differently. So yeah, but otherwise the channel here is obviously the main hub for everyone, and you know, looking at that stuff. So that's kind of what we'll be doing here on the channel, mostly more of that. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I don't know, I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've left out. I think that's it. Anyway, just an update for you guys. I hope you guys are all well. I'm going to get back to doing this meal planning so I can get it done. I've got to go to work tonight, so I need to get moving on this. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on the channel for all the grocery hauls and stuff coming up. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye!
The things that we'll do, 'cause I